Potatoes and conversations?
No, like papas, like we're dads. You know what? Yeah, potatoes and conversations.
Oh man. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're doing an at-home episode today. As you can see, we just had some emergency things, and I figured, you know what? We can't just keep the people. We can't leave them hanging.
I know.
They need to see us. They gotta hear your opinions on the top 3 Twilight movies, and I mean, we just gotta be out here for y'all. It is very weird. I feel like I have to look at the camera, which I mean, why not, right? Yeah, dude. So excuse our amateurness here for a second. We're trying to get this set up and try this out, and if it works, you know, it's just a nice emergency, you know. Okay, I can't make it to your house, but maybe we can do an episode like this, and hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, when you
it
said
shouldn't take too much. The only
I was gonna say when you said that we're recording from home, like I technically always record from home, bro. Like
technically this man stays working from home. I mean, his hobbies are from home, his work is from home.
Yeah, for real, man.
I'm surprised he knows where he lives. He's forgotten what the outside looks like.
Yeah. I breathe in fresh air and it burns a little bit. You know, I'm like, oh my god, my lungs aren't built for this anymore.
Yeah, he turns on some of those incense to get some of that smog, you know, just to remind him what it's like to be outside.
Yeah.
This man is literally the definition of you need to go outside and touch some grass, my guy. Like,
nah, man, grass is pointy, bro. I'm like allergic to fresh cut grass too, so like, I'm cooked.
Oh no, that's funny.
Oh, but
I think the hardest part is like I can't see your face.
Yes,
we're kind of just like I'm just imagining your face now, so. I don't know if that's even weirder. What's weirder, staring in your eyes for an hour, like, or imagining your face for an hour?
That is,
I just stare at a picture. I have like a framed picture of you right here. I'm just.
I think the weirder is definitely imagining you, because like one, if I'm looking at you, it's just because you're in the room. But if I'm imagining you, that's like a deep seated issue right there. You know, like
we gotta dig deep.
Yeah, I'm picturing you on my time off. It's a little disturbing.
I mean, hey, man, it's bringing us, the further apart we are, the closer together we're becoming. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. Distance does make the heart grow fonder, sir. It does.
You're like, maybe he's not such an asshole.
It's really weird, though.
I've been trying to tell him.
It is weird, like... I naturally like look at the screen or like whatever, but I have to keep reminding myself like, oh, I need to look at the camera. You would think working from home, I would remember this, but I can't, you know, like it's weird.
No, I struggle so much with looking at the camera. I mean, I'm struggling right now. I think it's easier doing eye contact. Than staring at the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was streaming, I consistently kept forgetting, like, look at the camera. And I know that's what you're talking about. You have that the NVIDIA program. There's like one that automatically looks at the camera.
Yeah,
with AI.
With AI. Kind of nuts.
That's so creepy, dude. That is so creepy.
I want to try that for a job interview. Cool. You know, like that's clutch. Like,
I don't think he's qualified, but that confidence in this. Man.
Well, I'm saying, like, they're asking you questions. You're just like Googling things in the background. You know, they're not gonna know. Like, it's kind of nuts.
Wait, I mean, it doesn't like. Well, I guess so. You're reading off a screen.
Yeah,
and you're actually making contact. Damn, I didn't think about that. That's crazy.
Kind of nuts.
Like, wow. I'm just saying, at some point, interview is just going to be like, who can chat GPT the best? Because you know the interviewer is chat GPT questions, right?
For real.
Dude. Like, there's no way they're like. So it's just at some point, it's just AI versus AI.
I think
you know what I mean?
We're already at that point. You know, when they talk about like most of the internet is just really AI regurgitated content being consumed by AI.
Internet theory.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've heard about that. The dead internet theory.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where it's like AI posting AI content, and then the comment is all like AI bots answering itself.
Yeah,
like, wow, this is exciting. Oh, wow, amazing. Like,
yeah, the level of AI in this video is great. I would know.
Yeah, at some point there is a podcast. I don't know if you know who Will Sasso is. He used to be on Mad TV. He's like a big dude. He does impressions. He's a really funny guy.
You know what?
But he was on.
I have a computer in front of me. I could Google it.
There you go, Will Sasso. He has a podcast with, I don't know his other guy's name, but it's a straight AI podcast. Basically, what he says, what he does, they programmed or they got an AI to just write a script for them all week and every week. So like basically, they do exactly what the AI says. So the entire podcast is like, I don't know, dress up as, you know, what's his name? Green. What's the dude name from Kiss?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
something Gene something. Gene Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gene Simmons. And like they do it. They dress up. They're like, this is what the AI said to do. Like this is basically what would get the most clicks.
Do you know what we should do?
I mean, what?
We should do you dress up as Mike and I dress up as Mike and you dress up as Sully from Monsters Inc.
Hey.
Yo, that'll be fire, bro.
Yeah, you're just wearing a green suit.
Yeah, just like a little green suit.
Big round green suit.
Yeah, the eye will be my face, you know? It'll be great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's not a bad idea for Halloween,
right? Kind of dope.
Halloween's coming up.
I'm saying.
In 6 months.
6 months.
Be here.
That gives you more than enough time to get your costume ready.
Yeah, it gives more than time to order one on Etsy.
Yeah.
Can I get a 5'8", 300, 3XL Sully outfit? I'm gonna have to be on stilts, man. That man is like 7 foot tall.
Maybe I should be Sully because you know, little known fact, I am 7'2". You know?
You know what? My roundness and my height, I'm clearly meant to be Mikey, right? Or Mike Kozowski. Sorry, I keep saying Mikey. Yeah, that's hilarious. I don't know, man. I mean, I love dressing up. It's just nowadays it's just. I don't remember the last time I fully committed to something though. Oh, it's kind of. Oh, that's not true. Eddie's birthday. Yeah. I wouldn't say I committed, but I wore a skull cap. I wore.
Who were you?
I had a nose.
Oh, you were Gru,
I was supposed
right?
to be Gru.
You were Gru, yeah. No, that was good. That
Emiliano
was
and the kids. Yeah, they were
little minions.
The minions. Yeah. And I told Sassy to dress up Baby as Gru's baby from the movie, and she's like, "No, that doesn't make sense." Oh my god, Sassy!
No one's gonna get it. The movie just came out. Like
we're going to a party full of parents. You're telling me they're not gonna get it? They're gonna get it.
Yeah. To be fair, I did see the movie before you guys came out. It was a great movie. Great movie.
I told her she don't listen, man. She never believes me. It always takes someone else to say something for her to be like, you know what? That's a great idea. And I'm just like, I told you that 6 months ago. What the heck? Like,
I mean, that's just wives, bro. Like,
I don't know, dude. Why do they just feel like we're so full of shit? Maybe I'm mansplaining. Maybe that's what
maybe it is. Or maybe like when I try to explain myself, like it just sounds so stupid that she's just like, no, you're an idiot. Yeah, because Avi does absurd. Avi does the same thing. Like I'll say something and she's like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But the thing is, like, a few months later, she'll come up with the same idea, and I just have to sit there and support it and just be like, that's a great idea. I wonder how you thought of it.
Wow.
You know?
I never thought of that.
Because God forbid I say I came up with that.
Right.
She'll gaslight the hell out of me. She was like, I've never heard you say these words ever. Like,
no, Ceci will catch me. She almost won't even tell me when someone confirms something I said. She's like, what are you doing that day? Oh, you finally listen to me, huh? She's like, yeah like, sure. And then they walk in. Oh, you're doing that thing I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I give up, bro. It is what it is. Like,
yeah. I mean, to be fair, to be fair though, like the defend Audi real quick. 9 out of 10 of my ideas are stupid ideas. You know, like, just the dumbest things I've ever said. You know. Like the soy sauce episode comes to mind, you know?
Oh yeah, for real, dude. Like that was maybe we should have thought about that.
Yeah. I was like,
but it didn't even like click at the moment. Like at the moment we're just like, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. And then on the drive home, it hit me like that. You seen that anime where the Japanese are driving the car and out of nowhere he's like he like jumps.
No.
He's wearing glasses and then he just out of nowhere something like, I'm pretty sure it's taken out of context, but it makes it seem like you're driving happy and then out of nowhere it hits you in the face and you're just like, he's just distraught from an idea. Yeah, it's like a little meme. I don't know.
I believe it.
Type in anime Japanese driving guy shocked. I don't know. It might come up. I don't know. Meme.
Driving guy.
It's a bald guy with glasses.
You know, I didn't have to do the Japanese, right? I think just putting an anime would have told me.
Oh, I mean, yes, true. I guess that's very true. That's a bit redundant.
So I've seen this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was from Boondock Saints. Not Boondock Saints. The Boondocks.
Yeah, Boondocks.
The Boondocks. Yeah.
I can see why.
I thought it
has the same animation style.
Yeah, but I mean, I could be 100% wrong. I don't know what it's from.
It probably is. I'm just being racist.
Where is it from?
It's like you can put sources.
Yeah, cite your sources.
Google site sources of reverse search.
No, this Japanese word, Hiroshi Uchiyamada.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, worried for there a second. I was like, damn, dude, am I?
Dude, I need to re-examine my biases.
Yeah. Don't put me as on the hiring list, hiring manager's role. Ain't nobody getting hired.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. That's crazy. Did we talk about LeBron songs last time? Or did we not get to it?
I think we like briefly talked about it. I don't know if we had a whole conversation about it.
Yeah.
I do want to hold off on it because I ordered a LeBron jersey and I'm gonna wear it. And
man, by the time, okay.
It should be here by
it might be
our next recording session. Yeah, that's what I was scared of. I was like, it might not even be popping anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about it. You know, we could talk about it now, and then next week I can wear one, and then
we'll hang
just a callback.
The jersey, bro.
Yeah, yo, that'll be fire. That'll be fire.
Nah, I'm just saying. I've seen more and more of those TikToks ever since you posted them, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus, I mean, you talked about it, and oh my god, dude, they're amazing,
right?
Talking to LeBron is Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars.
Yes.
It's
Man in the Mirror is still my favorite.
For the man in the Lakers.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, it's so good. Like, I know some of them are AI generated, but like the ones
there's some that are pretty good.
Yeah, some are just so
like
good.
real.
Yeah.
I'm
like,
they clearly hired someone to like sing that part or whatever.
Yeah.
There's the Kendrick Lamar. I've seen a few of those where they change the lyrics to like "We gonna be all right." Which says, what is it? We gonna be LeBron or something?
I haven't seen that.
I don't know, man. They're so creative,
They're
bro.
so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
And I will.
There's so many.
Yeah, I will say. I don't know anything about sports. I don't watch sports. I'm not a sports guy, as one would say.
Right.
But I am a LeBron stan now. Like I have been.
He hasn't even done anything. He's just the GOAT.
He's just the GOAT, bro.
You can't convince me.
I've been indoctrinated.
No, honestly.
Bro.
Honestly, what's convinced me like that? You're right. I don't watch as many sports. I don't have a say in the game, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but I'm not gonna lie. There was a trend on TikTok a few months ago that was like,
we're done with the 90s.
I think, and it's like if you look at the stats, someone made a stat of like. They saw basically like how Michael Jordan used to shoot, how he could play. Like he had no left.
Yeah.
Like if you pushed him to the left, like you would always steal it from him. And like they traced like all his his like on the court, his footprints, like the way he shot, all his stats, like what
That's
essentially
nuts.
in today's league he just wouldn't match up because of like the type of players they had in the past were just nowhere near. You know what I mean? Like. Because, I mean, that's just the evolution of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, period. I mean, you look at that applies to any sport, any type of game, any type of, like, chess. You know what I mean? Magic. Like, people learn how to manipulate the game in the way that'll win. And then that shit just stacks on tops. I mean, that applies to science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like... that's why they say, like Neil deGrasse Tyson is like, I'm standing on the shoulder of giants because like I didn't come up with this shit. I'm building up on stuff they created. You know what I mean? And I'm just adding to it. And it's like, so once everyone starts, you know what I mean? Like the jump shot, the fucking what's that move that Ginobili was real famous for? I forget what it's called. But it's just they're just like accumulating. They're accumulating all these different moves that make you a great player. You know what I mean? That back in the day, most players didn't know or didn't, they're barely grasping the idea of. And they just basically just like convinced everyone like, nah, it's true. Like they ain't shit. Michael Jordan ain't shit. Like LeBron James is the GOAT.
I think
based on how long he's been doing it, how, whatever.
I think
the teams he's playing up against.
Like you said, I think a big part of it is like they're building on the skill set of like previous players or whatever.
Exactly.
I did want to say, I don't know if that was Neil deGrasse Tyson. I believe that was Isaac Newton. But I could be wrong. Why is this screen
right? Okay, yeah.
dark all of a sudden?
Yeah, it definitely was. Isaac Newton, and I mean, Neil deGrasse Tyson has said it, but he was referring to that. Like, I think he was quoting him, and it's like, imagine then Isaac Newton saying that about, you know what I mean? Who is he talking about? Like, that's insane.
That is a good
point. This man literally created calculus. Like, how much more? I mean, Jesus, you know?
Like, how much more can you fucking?
So,
yeah, victim more or less. Sorry, what were we talking about? Fucking as far as like sports and shit like that. I think like
anyways, that's why LeBron James is the goat.
Like you were saying though, I think it's in any sport, right? Because like you think about it, like, bro, Babe Ruth wouldn't have any records if he was playing today. Like that fat bastard, like fucking I'm not trying to buy shame, sorry. Fucking Babe Ruth. You're telling me he would have like made the plays he would if there was a single Dominican in the league, bro? Like what happened?
Right.
Like impossible,
right.
yeah.
Exactly. No, I agree. That's kind of like you're right. I don't know, man. It's I'm not trying to diminish their greatness, right? I mean, because clearly, especially when you're like when you create something that's never been done, or when you push the boundaries and like break records. I mean, yeah, that's worthwhile mention. That's some honorable mention, obviously, and the fact that like people are using your moves, your base, their success on your skill set. And I mean, obviously my hat's off to you, but I'm just saying if, peak LeBron, peak Michael Jordan, it's like, it's kind of hard not to be like, well, I mean, LeBron has all these like 10 years, 15 years over Jordan, you know what I mean? Like, of experience and like evolving basketball. I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially like Babe Ruth. I mean, what the fuck, dude, right? Like,
yeah, like
I don't know. It's insane.
How old is LeBron? 40 years old, bro.
40? He's 40 and still playing.
This man is 40 and is still arguably the best.
And he's still dunking on these fucking 18-year-olds.
He's either one of the best, if not the best in the league, from my understanding. I don't know. Again, I don't know shit about basketball.
I think he has he just broke record for like most points.
That's nuts.
Obviously, they're like, well, he's been playing for so long. And I'm like, bro, but like Michael Jordan, dude, everywhere LeBron goes, they go to the playoffs. Yeah. Right?
True.
Or they make it to whatever, right? Every team he's been to has made it to the playoffs. And it's like, so basically, you can't just say he builds teams around himself, because Michael Jordan, like the only team he truly took off with, right, was
the Bulls.
Right? And what is it, 93, 94 Bulls with Scottie Pippen and fucking fuck, what the fuck is his name?
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, says he loves Dennis Rodman.
Really?
Fuck yeah! I don't. She watched that documentary on The Last Dance. What is it?
He's like best friends with Kim Jong-un, right?
Yeah,
like, which is nuts. Like,
yeah, he's like, he's not a bad guy at all.
Yeah, like, I'm not. He's actually
so crazy,
a cool dude. Yeah, like that's.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wild.
I mean, that's Basically, he's like, have you seen what's that? The satire with Seth Rogen and James Franco,
The Interview.
The Interview, yeah. He's like, that's basically it. But yeah, it was. He made it in that sequence, right? With that team they built around him, and then he wasn't able to reproduce it, right?
Yeah.
Like after they left, they were losing, and then after he retired, went to play baseball, didn't do very much, and then came back. He played for the Wizards and like didn't do shit either. Like, I mean, that's it. The career ended right there and then. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think LeBron definitely has a stronger case for greatness.
Nah, I might have to agree with you, bro. Like, I don't know, man. What, this fucking camera turned off? 1 second. I'm having so many problems.
You're having the hardest time. Yeah.
I'm having fun.
This man is having a hard time.
Yeah, for real. So outside of just talking about like sports, because wait, I need to zoom in on my data. God damn, bro. All right. Outside of talking about sports, because obviously
Our fan base is
yeah.
they love sports.
They love sports, but also I don't know shit about sports. So I don't
Right.
even
Oh,
if
yeah.
our fan base did love sports, so we're just gonna get roasted in the comments of like, this idiot didn't
These
even
guys
know.
are insane.
Yeah.
Right. Like Carlos.
For
I mean,
real.
I don't blame him. I said Al Sharp instead of Shannon Sharp. I don't know. I wasn't thinking, dude. We didn't have a producer back then to help me out.
I
So.
didn't question it, so it's partially on me. You know?
Right. You're like, that sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
You're like, wow, that man really got a lot.
Yeah, he knows the sports. The sports.
Right.
I just saw this today, and I did want to bring it up and get your thoughts on it. Are you familiar with Chappell Roan?
Yeah, Chappell Roan.
Yeah, the singer, Pink Pony Club, all that good stuff.
Right.
First and foremost, the fucking great artist. Love her music, you know, no shade.
I don't really know a lot of her. I'm gonna probably get hate, but I don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it, bro? It's fire.
I don't know. I think it's I don't know. It just hasn't really hit me, or maybe I haven't been paying attention. But it hasn't really. I haven't really been. I'm not on the Chappell Roan bandwagon. I've got to be honest. I'm not. How do I explain this? I haven't heard a song I like super duper like. I don't know.
So you're not a fan of Pink Pony Club, is what you're telling me.
I guess. I couldn't replicate the song if you asked me. I have no idea how it goes.
Oh shit. That's nuts, bro. It's a great song. I'm not gonna try to replicate
I'm
it.
gonna have to hang up right here.
Yeah. Like I don't know if I want to be co-host with you anymore, bro.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem, dude. It's conflicting now.
Part of me wanted to try singing it for you, but I'm so tone deaf. I know it's gonna sound horrendous, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna attempt.
Do it.
No.
Convince me, bro. Convince me.
No. I need to hear the tune in my head. But
yeah.
She did a podcast with a way more famous podcast, the Call Her Daddy podcast. I don't know if you're familiar.
No, I haven't.
I don't listen to
Call Me Daddy?
Yeah, it's a podcast with. It used to be two women, now it's one. They had like a weird fallout. It's a long story, but kind of not the point of this story.
Okay.
It is very popular though. They had Chappell Roan on there. I mean, it has to be popular to get Chappell Roan on there, right?
Right.
And she made a statement, and I wanted to get your thoughts on it because as parents, like, you know, I feel like we should speak on it.
I think I know what statement you're talking about.
Okay. So she went on there and basically said all her friends that she knows that are parents are miserable. And I'm paraphrasing here. I don't know the exact quote.
Right.
But she basically said like all her friends that are parents are in hell. Like they're not happy. They're not happy being parents. And that she's scared of like being a parent because of that or whatever. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that statement.
Yeah, I think that's insane. I remember hearing her say that, and I saw the comment sections, and they were like, and it was on TikTok, and they were like, "Oh my god!" Like, a lot of people were agreeing with her.
Yeah,
and then they were like, random, like sporadic parents, like, that's kind of insane thought to say. Like, I like having kids is tough, right? It's not easy, but I have never in my life thought I'm in hell. Like, this is the worst thing I've ever, like, that's such an insane statement to say, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it sucks sometimes, but so does everything, you know what I mean? Raising a dog, like, owning a house, like, some of the best things in life can suck because they take work, you know what I mean? Life takes work. Nothing is easy. So to sit here and be like, you're in fucking hell that was such a crazy, like, I don't know, man. That was such a crazy statement. I don't expect someone that doesn't have kids to understand because they can only ever look at it as through the lens of like how much work, you know what I mean? How much they can only look through it in a sense of like a selfish point of view of like, okay, but can I still go out? Can I still binge movies and like, you know what I mean? Because that's all they see, you know what I mean? They don't get that connection you have with your kid. You don't have, I mean, in my opinion, it's such a weird, you don't have that idea of what it's like to have a kid until you have one. You know what I mean? You can say you love kids all you want, and you would love your nieces, and you love your god kids, and this and that, but like, you'll never truly feel that like I think, you know what I mean, the parental love of being a parent from a kid, from your own kid, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to, I don't know. I understand it. I understand how scary it seems and how much effort it's going to take and how you really have to put yourself out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And expect, like, there isn't this instant gratification. I'm gonna be honest, you know what I mean? A lot of times it's like, I need a break. Like, that's what I was telling Kari when she came over to watch the kids, and she was like, I'll take them to my house. And I was like, honestly, if you guys don't mind, can we just hang out here, right? Because I was thinking they'll take the kids out, edit videos and clean the house and stuff. But then I thought about it and I was like, as much as I would love some free time, I want to be around them. You know what I mean? I want them to be home. I get that guilt, that dad guilt. You know what I mean? The parent guilt of like, I should have just went with them. You know what I mean? I should have just had them over, and like, I just enjoy their company. I love being around my kids, even though I didn't get any editing done yesterday. Like, they ended up staying here and hanging out with us, and then all I ended up doing was cleaning the house and like entertaining them and making sure the kids were good. And it is what it is, you know what I mean? But at the end of, I don't know. I get it. Like I said, I get it, but I don't. There's more to it, and I think there's more that I can't really explain. It won't ever logically make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I would never think this is literal hell. Like, I'm literally with the Doom guy in hell, murdering demons. Like. No, dude. Unless your child is like a fucking murderer, sociopath, like,
that is true.
There's something wrong, right? There's something deeper, right? Something wrong. But I don't know, dude. What do you think?
I'm just saying, FYI, for that, before I start talking, that entire chunk, it's gonna be on you, like the camera, because mine overheated and turned the fuck off. So I was like, he's talking.
Oh no!
I was like, he's talking anyway. I'll let him write it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be me just like monologuing.
Yeah. That's fine. You're the. If it's so horrendous, I just said we just do an audio one. Like, I don't fucking know.
Right. Okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. Either way, I'll just put drawings of us.
Yeah. Either way, I think this conversation is good. But I was gonna say, no, I have to agree. So I understand where she's coming from. I understand what like her line of thinking is. I think I don't know if she was being hyperbolic or like it was an extreme,
maybe,
right? Right? Like, just say you're in hell. It is crazy. But like you said, having kids is very difficult, and especially when they're young. I can see parents being like, "Yo, I am so exhausted. I'm tired." Like, the story that I always say, like, when we first had our daughter, I was still in school, so I was going to college full time, and I still work nights with you when we're working in freight and stuff,
working the docks,
and so I would obviously go to school in the morning. I think like my classes were like at 11, so it wasn't super early, but we'd get home at like 2 or 3, do homework if I had any exams, and then I'd still have to wake up and feed our daughter and take care of her because Avi was also in school and like had a job. It was very stressful. And I remember those times where like I was running off like 4 hours of sleep and like 30 milligrams of Adderall and just being like, this sucks. Like, this is miserable. So I can understand, especially as like someone who's young, if you're very young, you have a kid, it's like, man, like, it is a big shift where you're so used to being selfish all the time, having your time to yourself and being able to do what you want when you want. And now like there's this little person that you kind of have to make sure there was like you have accommodations for them before you take care of yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
That being said, yeah, I don't think it's hell. Like, that is crazy because there is like ups and downs, just like everything else in life, like you said, like, and I'm not going to sit here and say like everybody should have kids because it's so rewarding. Because for some people, like, it's not, right? Like, it's just what you want out of life and like what your long-term goals are. Kids aren't for everybody, and that is okay. And I'm not going to sit here and judge Chappell Roan and be like, yo, I feel like I needed a Fed being a parent, because it's like, no, like if that is your viewpoint, like I respect it. I will tell you that I found being a parent very rewarding. And there is like a sense of pride where like for like dumb shit. When your kid like comes in and has like good grades and you're just like, oh my God, like I know it's second grade, ultimately doesn't matter, but I am very proud of you. And those little moments like mean a lot. So I don't know. I understand like where she's coming from, where a lot of young people are coming from, where they don't want to have kids because like it's difficult and it changes their lives around too much. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, there's some upsides to it, and but I have seen a lot of people on TikTok primarily, and this is not South Dakota, that's just coming from two dudes, primarily like moms, like going on there and like just attacking her and like feeling the need to.
I mean, I think it's I think it's the way she said it, man. I mean, to be like, man, look, kids are tough.
Yeah.
I don't think I have it in me. Like, a lot of my friends are struggling, and I just don't want to be in that position. And it's also like, I mean, also when you're like, I don't know, man, it really depends. There's a lot of things in place. Being a parent, you know, you don't have that support system. You don't have family and friends to help. You don't have, you know, if you're literally on your own, single parent, like, dude, I don't blame you. You can grow to resent your kids. You know what I mean?
True.
For me personally, I feel like it's giving me kind of perspective. It's kind of helped narrow me down in a sense of like what's important to me, because it's like, as I see them grow, as I see them get older and older every day, they look like babies to me. But like, I look back at pictures and they were even tinier babies.
Yeah,
then, you know what I mean?
real.
And every time I take a glance at my son, he looks older and older, and I'm just like, man, time is flying, dude. Like, you don't realize how fast time flies until you have kids. How much, like, he's about to be 5 this year. And I'm like, it's been 5 fucking years, bro. Like, it doesn't feel like it. And it puts my life into perspective. Like, what am I doing? You know, what am I, like, it really does give me, I mean, aside from, you know, going down the K-hole a few years ago, besides ego death, like, having kids has really put me, like, you know, figuring out what's important in life, and like realizing that these little moments, these tiny, like you said, coming home, I aced this test, coming home from work and the kids like freak out because they want to see me, they want to hug me, they want to give me a hug and I be so excited. Like, those little things accumulative, like, really make my life 10 times better. You know what I mean? And knowing that I can give my son the experience and like childhood I feel like I didn't have because of certain circumstances. Just, it makes me excited, man. I'm excited to be there and want to do better. And also the people around me, man. I see my parents. One of the things that's tough about being in those situations is when you're so stressed out, when you're tired, you don't get to really, I feel like you don't get to enjoy your children as much. You're just stressed out, trying to pay the bills, trying to make sure they're fed, trying to make sure, you know what I mean? And you don't realize, sometimes you don't get to live in the moment, you know what I mean? And then you look back and see these pictures and they're depressing because you're like, damn, I should have really, you know what I mean? Like, taking advantage of those baby years, whatever. But it's so hard because you're so tired, you're so stressed out. And grandparents come in, you know, and it kind of, I'm not going to say it solves like every issue of all of the problems I've ever had, but seeing them want to spoil my kids, seeing them want to be with them and the joy they get, like, it really heals me in a sense of like certain aspects. You know what? It's not worth it. Let's move forward. Let me enjoy the time with my parents. With my kids that I didn't have with my grandparents. And it's like, it makes me want to like appreciate that. If they could have, we would have had more of that experience growing up. But I mean, dude, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, you don't know if you're going to come home. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much going on. It's kind of hard to experience that. Whatever, right? But I just do appreciate that. I feel like it does give me this sense of like, it does heal me a bit, I guess, seeing them. How much they love my kids, you know what I mean? How much my friends and family love my kids. Like, it's just so nice to see it through someone else's perspective. You know, people can tell you how they love you, right? And you're like, yeah, okay, sure. And then when, you know, but I feel like I feel that way more when I see the way you treat my kids. You know what I mean? Which, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, like, I think that's a good point. As far as like seeing, God damn it, stupid camera. This shit is overheating like a motherfucker. I'm over here like trying to fan the bitch.
We might have to like hit your warranty up, dude. Because I feel like your camera
like, I understand
overheats a lot.
This upstairs is a bit warm, but like, Jesus Christ, bro.
but not to the point.
Yeah.
I mean, both my cameras never
I
died
think
on
it's
me,
the battery.
or the phones.
Ooh,
Take off the
that's a good
fuzz,
point.
the mic thing. Maybe that might be overheating
Yeah,
it.
I
'Cause
might
that's
get
really for wind.
Say I'm a yeah, an
Like the
AIO
water
for it.
cooler.
No, I was gonna say get like a because remember
You got Goku
bruh,
playing while you're
the
recording.
como se llama? Fuck. The little battery pack that you just plug in, because I don't think those overheat. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it might be because you're
yeah,
charging, and yeah,
I might
definitely
order
look for
one
one
right
of
after
those
this. But
adapters.
what? Okay. So I think that was a good point that you made as far as like feeling like how your grandparents treat your kids is kind of healing for you. Um, and I will say that's not a perspective I've held, and I think I'm gonna start applying that because I do like that mentality
Right.
of like, for me personally, when I see like my parents like acting like they never acted with me with my daughter, you know, I feel a little bit of resentment where I'm just like,
Yeah.
where was this all my life, bro? Like,
Right.
like,
Right. My mom,
yeah.
dude, I see those TikToks, dude. They're like, what the fuck, dude? When I was a kid, we couldn't even like, they had to put plastic things I get in trouble for jumping. And then this dude comes home and his mom bought his kids, he bought his grandkids this
Bro.
whole bouncy house set up in the
Dude,
living room.
We have a
what the
trampoline
fuck,
that
dude?
my parents bought our daughter. Like, it just, I'm just like, you
Yeah.
never. We had a hammock. We had a fucking hammock that they brought back from Puerto Rico, you know?
Yeah.
But
That's funny.
it does put it in perspective, like you said, where it's like, it wasn't because they didn't want to, it's because they couldn't at the time. And now that they're in a situation where they kind of can, like
Yeah.
they try to. And I don't know, I like that thought process, and I'm gonna try to apply that a little bit more in my life. See, this is why you're my co-host, bro. I'm growing, I'm learning. Yeah, I'm a changed man.
I'm a changed man. Nah. I mean, I love having these conversations, man. I mean, it just feel like, because I'm just like, when we're not podcasting, I'm podcasting in my head. Like, I'm ruminating. I'm like, I might have OCD, to be honest, but like not the good kind where you clean the house, the bad kind where you can't let something you said in 7th grade go. Like, like I just can't sleep because I keep hearing about some cringy shit I said in the past. And I say that a lot.
Fair.
I say a lot of cringy shit. But no, but I do having like, it's nice to have like an outlet to say some of this stuff. And hopefully people enjoy it. I don't know. I'm glad, you know, we have these conversations, and I take away a lot of things we say, man. I learn a lot. I enjoy it. I don't know. Also, I kind of like this has nothing to do with being a parent, but like when we talked about last week about Seth Hegseth having that racist tattoo on his chest, I had no idea about it. And then when I Googled it, I was like, okay, it can't be that bad, right? I Googled it to put it on the fucking YouTube channel. Dude, what the fuck? This shit is insane. He has a giant fucking like Nazi propaganda tattoo on his chest. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck?
It is
I didn't know it was that
absurd,
bad.
and like he's not shy about it, you know?
God.
Like, so it's kind of like this.
No, he's not, yeah. I think he like any chance he can, he shows it off, right? Like, because there's that one scene where he was drinking and he like poured it all over his shirt. Like, so his shirt's see through. You can see it,
man. Like, these are the people we have in charge, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Going back to the kid stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know if you have.
No, I genuinely want to get your opinion on it and your thoughts. And I think we're of a similar mindset. We're like, it's okay if you don't want to have kids. It's fine. And it's okay if you have kids and you find out like, yo, this kind of sucks, because I was like that for a little bit as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would just say like, you learn to like, I don't know, adapt to parenthood, because it is a big shock. And I think one thing I did want to say, I think that isn't talked about enough, where there are a lot of parents that are like, oh, it's such a blessing. Like, I love being a parent. Like, as soon as I had my child, like I was so happy. And it sets up this, because it's kind of taboo to be like, yo, kids kind of suck. So it does set up this like, what's the word I'm looking for? just like, yeah,
this expectations of
Yeah.
like it's gonna be great, and it is great,
Yeah.
but also it's work, dude. It sucks.
hard.
I mean, you
And-
know what I mean. It's hard, you know what I mean. You got to put. Sometimes it's hard, especially when you grew up your entire life just putting your own needs above everyone else's. Like it's a situation where you have to do that opposite, I mean, I don't know, man. You grow to appreciate it. I think there's sometimes you're like you get good joy out of taking your kid to the park, out of going to their ballet practices or whatever, or putting something on that they want to do because they just get so excited. You know what I mean? And they love you unconditionally, man. It's insane how much your kids would just
if you
put up with.
If you ever want to see like
Yeah.
like real love and like real hurt, like say something mean to your kid and like just see how they're like Jesus Christ, this thing overheated again. Just yeah.
All right, we can call it pretty soon. My mom's here anyway.
Last point, and yeah, if you ever want to see like real love and like real pain in someone's eyes, say something mean to your kid, and you can tell like they don't understand the betrayal. Like they're just like, why? Like it really goes to show like how much your child trusts and confides in you, and like how much they love you. That like if I ever had to discipline our daughter, like I can see the pain in her like eyes of like, damn.
Right.
Yeah. So
I feel you. I do. It's so crazy. And then they come back and just give you the biggest hug. And I'm just like, why do you love me?
I don't deserve this.
Yeah. I don't deserve this. Yeah.
But
all right, guys. I'm sorry. We're gonna cut this short. We kind of ran a bit late, and I fucked up.
Yeah, and I've been having nothing but camera issues like this entire time. So
it's just gonna be you having issues the whole time.
Put a counter on it, just like camera issue number 1, number 2.
Right.
Yeah. But
well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short episode. Hopefully, we'll get more out for you soon, and maybe we'll do another in person, throughout the week.
Yeah. I'm
get something else out.
I'm down. Whenever you are free, sir.
All right, broski.
All right, my man. It's been fun.
Guys, thanks
always.
for watching. I love y'all.
Love you guys.
Like, comment, subscribe. Peace
out.